Hey everybody, welcome back to We Are Podcast Network. This is We Are Air Season 4, Episode 4, Coronavirus Conspiracies, with Dr. Ethan Eastwood. Me and the boys, we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about all the coronavirus conspiracies out there in the world. Please go to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast a like. And if you get a chance, head over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. We're at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at /We Are Podcast. With that said, on to the podcast.
We are error.
I'll eat that ass like a record scratch.
It's like that would be like something I would say like when I get really excited.
I'll eat that ass in a record scratch, which actually kind of makes sense.
Unless you meant like I'll eat that ass and all of a sudden a record scratching is over.
Oh, that does make sense actually, yeah.
Like that's how fast it is.
Oh,
how
that's
quick
good.
you would eat her ass.
Yeah, I was just saying like you do the record scratch. But you're right, that works.
You can scratch the record of how fast I'd eat that ass.
Are you drinking?
No.
Give him a shot anyhow. Yeah, I'll take another one.
Come on. Have a shot with us.
Looking like a man. I can't move. Turn on my back.
Love you guys. Cheers.
Gross.
Right next to the Mad Russian.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
All right.
That's good.
Oh, get it away.
It's a little different.
Did you pull Lenny Kravitz? I wanna get away.
No, I did Ace Ventura whenever the guy held up the bat to us. I was like, oh, get it away.
I was thinking, are you gonna go my way?
And my mama said, okay, enough of
That's
this.
a lot of
We all know
Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz.
I don't.
I've seen his penis.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
He was like doing a performance on stage. And
Oh,
like,
I thought
crowds.
he raped you.
No. I wish.
Was it like the...
Oh, to be raped by Lenny Kravitz.
And it just came out like...
So wait, time out.
Wait, so he did like the Chris Hemsworth thing with the leg up and his dick is sticking out?
No, like he like did it like a crouch. It was a live concert, and all of a sudden his pants ripped, and he was going commando, and his dick and balls just like fell out.
No way.
Wait, what? Is that true?
Sure Justin Timberlake wasn't there and ripped his crotch open like fucking Janet Jackson just off to the side?
And then he started licking it.
Penis.
So I was like, oh, so that's
You
where
know
it's
you like
came
the
from.
penis. Looking like a man.
His dad is Jewish.
Oh, shit. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the We Are Air Podcast. This is Duck. I am here with
Jake.
And
Javi.
And today we have a very special guest from We Are Bagu, Dr. Ethan Eastwood.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, it's Dr. E, baby, in the house. And today we have a very special podcast.
Oh my
they're
God,
also
Dr. E,
specials.
Dr. Dre. Is Dr. Dre's first name like Eddie or something?
Dr. Eddie Dre? That wouldn't work.
This is the baby of Dr. Dre and Eazy-E.
Oh, Dre.
Oh, yeah, they had a love child.
Dr. E.
Doctor was inherited. Thank you very much.
Doctor was my dad's name.
Doctor was the name that they
First
gave
name,
me.
Doctor.
Doctor
last
was
name.
my mom's name.
Hey.
So today we are going to talk about something we talk about often in this time of 2020, which is weird as fuck. We're going to talk about conspiracies about COVID-19.
Cue the X-Files music.
Oh, yeah. Right there it was.
Yeah.
It sounded like that, but not really. Yeah. More like that.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
It didn't sound anything like that.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
No,
Fucking Mario Brothers.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay.
that's not it. So Ethan really wanted to talk about this because evidently he's got many conspiracy theories going on. But that's all right. We can kind of go through them here in a minute. But what are the best conspiracies you guys have heard? Like right off the bat, before we get into like the 5G and all that stuff, what are like personal family conspiracies you've heard? Like mine is my dad's like, this is to kill off the boomers. My father said that to me. Now, I don't know where he got that. I've heard some other people say it now. Maybe my father started it. I'll give credit to you, Ron.
Pop around.
But it is. He said this is to kill off the boomers. And I'll be damned. That's all he had to say. And that made sense to me. I was like, you know what? He's fucking right. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Like, they would unleash this so they don't have to pay out the pensions or the Social Security of those that are going to be collecting that soon. And that made perfect fucking sense. But my father was the first one to say that to me. So how about you guys? What have you guys heard?
That it's the Trump administration's creation to get rid of minorities in poor ghetto areas.
But that's not true?
No,
What?
it's not true.
Are you sure?
That's just something I heard.
I don't know, dude.
Where'd you hear this
Yeah.
one?
I saw it on, get ready for this, the internet.
Oh.
It was like the third thing down when I Googled COVID-19.
My favorite thing that has been
On
said
the,
during...
5th page?
Reddit page
It was
7.
like the third page.
Okay.
It was like deep.
All right, so let's get down to it. You heard that the Trump administration, okay, we released this giant bug, okay, to kill off all the black
Super
people
virus.
and all the Hispanics and maybe the Asians. We're not sure it came from Wuhan.
You remember that one
Yeah.
time my computer kept telling me I could get free boobies? Let's do that, but to the American people.
Free boobies for everyone. Then he hit the button, COVID. That's what happened. What did you think when you heard that?
I honestly, you know me. I think all fucking COVID-19 conspiracies are just borderline retarded.
Why? That's
It's a little short busted.
bro. But you can't deny the fact that it affects minority communities in higher rates than it does other communities,
it does.
aka white people. Now, keep in mind, most of rural America is white people,
Well, you gotta think
and
a
most
lot-
of rural America is not getting
Well,
this
you
fucking
also gotta
disease.
think about it like this. What are poor, like lower income areas? People are fucking sardine in there.
Yeah.
Like that's why you get like places in New York where everything was just like so fucking topsy-turvy because people are living on top of each other.
Yeah, and the stacks, bro. Just like Ready Player One.
No,
But so
that-
you don't believe it?
I honestly don't believe in conspiracy.
Okay. Do you guys believe that there's a possibility this was sent out to affect minorities in any way, shape, or form?
Not at all. I think this is created in the Wuhan lab to settle their fucking people, and they saw what was going on with the protest over there, and they're like, oh, this is pretty effective. Let's bring it over here.
All right, let's go back to what Jake has been saying since the very
Day
fucking
one,
beginning. Day -14 before you even hit
But
America.
America. Talk about these protests, like
Get in the microphone. Get in the
Sure.
microphone.
I was looking for my inhaler. He was even
Oh,
talking
get
about these
get your
protests
inhaler.
even
Fuck
before
that.
COVID.
Get your
hit.
inhaler and then talk. Don't die, dude. Being alive is important, Javi.
It is. Survive.
Everyone went
Breathing
for
is
it.
a gift in
Nerd.
this day and age.
Yes, thank you.
I got super goals.
You did it like you were being haunted by the word nerd.
It was.
Damn.
Okay, Jake has been saying this since the very fucking beginning, and even before the beginning, and the beginning of the beginning. Go ahead, Jake. What was your thing? And you've stuck to it.
Well, the main thing was in China and Hong Kong, before all this happened, there were protests and riots going on for a good month or so. And before it started getting traction, like on Reddit, and people was getting out and people were seeing what the hell was going on over there.
Posting videos.
Yeah. It all of a sudden come to abrupt stop because there's this new virus that's the source is from this place where all this shit is happening. And all of a sudden there's no more protesters or rioters on the street. And
They came to America.
yeah, and then now all of a sudden it's like, oh, you forget about what was going on over there. It's just another, hey, we got something else that's going to deter your thoughts and your mind away from whatever's going on, you know? I mean, they're passing bills and laws and shit left and right that we don't know about. So it's just distractions, honestly, is what I
Absolutely.
think. But it falls into the whole wealthy elites depopulation scenario.
Ooh, what is that?
You know what the Georgia Guidestones are?
No.
They're these great big monoliths that were put up in Georgia, and they're almost like, they call it, I guess, Georgia Stonehenge or something
Yeah.
like that. But it has this message written on it, and it's almost like 10 Commandments, but it's written in 8 different key languages, or like the 10 biggest languages in the world. It's in the middle of Georgia in English. But pretty much what it says is, we need to reduce the population to 500 million across the world.
What?
Across the world. That's what it needs to be in. We need to protect wildlife. You can look it up, you can see what all the tenets are, but
But who's responsible for
a
this?
mason.
Oh, it always comes back to the
So it's a
fucking
mason that
Masons.
put these up, donated it there, and there's no explanation behind it whatsoever.
I like the Masons, though. Oh, shit.
So there was some statue in D.C. that was recently torn down, and they've been tearing down statues all across
Left
the
and
nation,
right.
Yep.
Okay.
Bring them down.
Well, there's one in particular that they tore down that Trump demanded get put back up immediately and surrounded with security.
No shit.
Just so happened to be a master mason.
No shit.
I mean, there's just weird little parallels like this. I mean, obviously, you look at our money and see Masonic symbols, and I'm not saying the Masons are behind
Bro,
this, but I think this is
Go
the
back to
first
hobby.
step towards a new
How do
world
you not
order.
believe in
one world
conspiracy?
Okay, I was thinking.
Look at money.
There is one conspiracy that I do believe in regarding this COVID thing. Shit, I'm fucking high right now.
That's fine. Be
Hold on,
higher.
Let me get.
Get high, bitch.
Let me get through this real quick.
Okay.
You have to look at like what all the elites are like fucking like releasing right now. Like all of a sudden, why are you releasing the fact that UFOs are in fact indeed real? Why are you releasing files from the Pentagon and actual like footage from pilots and shit? when they're counting these things. Why are you releasing this now? What the fuck are you hiding that is so fucking important? What is so fucking big that they're willing to like release it? Yeah, aliens are totally fucking real. There's life on 14 other fucking planets.
Jeffrey Epstein's Black Book.
I was like, what?
Fucking right. Right there.
Yep. I mean, that is fucking crazy. What is so important that these fuckers are clearly scrambling to try and cover up? Because they're getting fucking sloppy. They're going after judges now. They never used to pull that kind of shit.
That just gave me a crazy idea. So, what if it's all connected, bro? What if it's an alien civilization that's been here with us for a while, since the UFO sightings? And what if one of them brought this disease with them, but they landed in Wuhan?
Ooh.
China.
Actually, I mean, I could get behind this. I think the reptilians play a huge part in this.
It would explain as to why no one's immune to it. It spread like wildfire because no one has any sort of antibodies for this shit at all.
If you think about it like that, then why not the flu of 1918, which is making this seem like a fucking...
Maybe that's a reoccurrence.
And shit.
It's a reoccurrence, maybe.
Dude, but you gotta think about it. The flu in 1918 wiped out almost damn near 100 million people worldwide. We're not even in the millions worldwide with COVID.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
I think we're almost at 1 million, aren't we? 500,000?
Probably.
Tomorrow.
I don't know.
1 million.
But attention to this fucking shit.
It's not even fucking low, because the flu in 1918 was just like wiping people out fucking left and right.
I want to go back to the Epstein thing. What if this is all... to get rid of the Epstein stuff? Is don't pay attention to this. Don't pay attention to the little black book of all the fucking kids they raped, which obviously if you watch or read anything, that guy was fucking raping. And he had a black book of people who were coming in like the Heidi Fleiss back in the 90s and fucking raping.
Insurance policy.
Yeah.
And what if this is it?
The most highest upper echelon people also in this book.
Right.
These are the people that fucking like decide who's going to be president.
Dude, there's no denying that Epstein probably helped get Trump in there. There's no denying that. There's a connection.
I don't know that he helped get him in there, but I don't know that Trump didn't do business with him in another sense.
He 100% did. And also, at the same time, Bill Clinton was out there fucking those little kids.
Totally.
100%. And Hillary, no. So, come on, bring me them children.
Monica had sex with that little girl.
Oh, God.
I did not in hell.
But that's the thing. You ever see the movie Primary Colors, which is about
that movie is not about me.
Oh, it's
explicitly
Bill.
John Travolta trying to do an impression of me.
No, Bill, that was about you. That was.
It was about Will Splinton, not Bill Clinton.
Ethan, what have you heard about conspiracy when it comes to this?
Dude, I think this shit was here so much longer before everyone realizes. Because way back before we even had the first case confirmed in the U.S., I remember distinctly I got sick. Yeah. Very, very... it was the symptoms of COVID.
November, December?
Which is also the flu, is it not?
Early February, late January.
Well, Jake has a point. It is the same symptoms. True. But I will say, this is a sickness, and I think I had it about the exact same time, that was just as bad. Now, I'm not going to say I had it, because 2 weeks from now I could fucking get it, and then I'm fucking karma'd. But...
it's entirely possible, though, that it was the flu. What was just kind of odd was, I got it, was out for a few days, then all of my coworkers had it days later. Just boom.
That's how it happened.
I had that happen to my staff also. Christmas, beginning of the New Year time.
Yeah.
But that is common time for people to get sick. But you're right, it did kind of hit through everybody. I didn't get it. I can't even think the last time I've been fucking sick. Yeah, I probably am. But
genetics.
Alpha team.
But I know in January.
Target confirmed.
In January, February, I actually got the legit flu. I had it for about a week and a half. I even posted an Instagram story about it. I'm a little bit better. And then all of a sudden I got better. Then 2 days later, I had a fever again. I had body aches and I couldn't breathe for some reason. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Did this turn into a chest infection? What the fuck happened? Got tested, came back negative for strep, came back negative for the flu, came back negative for the cold. You just got an upper respiratory tract infection. I was like, okay. I've had one of those before. 3 days later, gone.
Yeah. I got sick back in February. My boss came back from Vegas. Then I got it about a week later. And I literally laid in my bedroom and thought I was going to die for 24 hours straight. It was the fucking worst I've ever been. Next to food poisoning. It felt like food poisoning times 10,000. And I literally laid in bed with a demon beside my bed trying to get me. I'm not even joking. I told you guys about this. You remember me telling you about this?
Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
Dude, there was a demon waiting to take me to hell. Like, it was
He was
terrifying.
just like sitting there going,
He was going,
Come on.
yes.
So you're gonna tell me he's just like already assuming you're going to hell? He's not gonna wait for you to get to the pearly gates and talk to Peter?
Irrational fear
Oh,
of
dude,
demons.
don't even talk about that. That's a true fear I have. Like, okay, when the brain dies, right, it still stays alive for what, 15 minutes or
5
something like
minutes.
that? Okay, so what if I dream about going to heaven and then I get up there and all of a sudden they're like, come on in. Oh, wait a second.
It's not for nothing. I can actually imagine like Saint.
You're going to hell.
You're going to hell.
I can actually imagine Saint Peter being a very pithy gay man. Get back here. Just like, oh, well, you did this in 1993, sweetie. You ain't coming in here.
They'll be like, well, how the fuck did you get in here?
fair point, come on in.
That we're putting that on cancel. Maybe it's a test. You're right. Maybe it's a test. Maybe you have to tell St. Pete off.
Oh, you've got some balls. You can come on in.
Oh, we love you.
This is the way. This is the way.
So, all right. So you thought you had it. So the conspiracy for you is that people had it before we thought we had it?
Yeah, this has been running rampant far longer than everyone realizes.
A lot of people are even saying, like, yeah, it was probably in the States way before they would have made an announcement.
I'm sorry. I was reminded of the time my mom texted me because she heard people were shooting guns down in Texas. She's like, you just stay safe, son. And I was like, they're not like Mario bullet bills. Like, they're not coming around corners going, oh, there he is.
You do realize Texas is like half the United States, right?
I thought it was 3/4.
It was so funny, though. She's like, I heard there was gunshots down there. You be safe. I'm like, it's not chasing me.
Right.
It's not going to come through my window and go, there he is.
Yeah.
And come at me. All right. Any other fucking really random ones you heard before we get into the big
You
ones?
think you're being chipped whenever you're...
Bro, that was me. I said that.
I've heard it before also, though.
But it's true. When you go through the fucking line, I've done it 3 times. You can go to the Instagram, Facebook, or Twitters and see the video of me on the news because I was on the news.
No last name today.
Yeah.
No
Just,
last name today.
That's the thing that made everyone laugh.
Oh, yeah.
And
It was very
hilarious. No,
difficult.
when he walked up to me, all right, here's how it
name
happened. I
is
guess
Duck.
I didn't tell the story. So I went to get tested. I was very sick on a Wednesday, and I was like coughing. I was on actually my way to pick.
We're going to go do Jeff's pictures.
Yeah, we were going to go hang up Lala Kiki's pictures. Hopefully we'll do that sometime soon. And I called Jake and I was like, man, I'm coughing really bad. Now, at first I was like, they were mowing the yard out here. I thought maybe it was allergies, but then it was like this deep set cough. It scared the fuck out of me.
Well, once you start getting infatuated with it, you think it. Your mind just takes off. Like if you,
I got it. I know.
If you're watching shit about it constantly, and then you start having like a slight cough, your mind thinks, "Oh shit, I have to cough again," and then you start believing it. It's a reverse placebo effect.
Like, Lewis Black has a great bit on Red, White, and Screwed where he's talking about how he's on like the 6-hour flight from DC to LA. And he goes, in it, I picked up the In-Flight magazine, and it was an article about diabetes. And wouldn't you know it? When I got off that fucking plane, I had diabetes.
Yep, that's what
Exactly
it was.
it.
And then I was like freaking out.
It's like if you go on WebMD for anything that you look up, you're dead. You're dying.
Pretty
Right.
much.
Yeah, you have
Fucking
stage 4
die.
cancer
Yeah,
of some
exactly.
kind.
I stubbed my fucking toe on the coffee table, and now I have pancreatic cancer.
And it's like, oh, if you're a hypochondriac and you go through WebMD, you're just gonna ruin your day. I've done that. It's not
Bro,
fun.
me and you are the worst at that, and then poor Jake has to put up with
Yeah.
it.
He's gotta deal
the whole
with the
time.
time.
fucking fire that we set.
I'm freaking out right now. Like, wow, Jesus.
Like, here
fucking
me
stop.
and Doug are just like starting a fire on WebMD. Just,
Okay, I'll be fair.
this shit on in about 5 minutes.
I don't burden you with it as much as I do him.
Yeah, I know.
But like he burdens
I
you
know.
with it.
Don't worry.
So if he's
Fucking,
freaking
we're
out,
playing
what you
fucking
don't know
telephone.
What you don't know is he talks to both of us and like he freaks out and then I call him or I text him like, no, it might be real. Just talk about it
Just
over
go
here.
get yourself choked up.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
damn, so when Javi's freaking out, you know Duck's freaking out, and you got to kind of get that to trickle
He-
back.
every
man. I gotta
time.
fucking wrangle these fuckers like fucking cats on a fucking range.
He was like, we got the spark, we got the tinder, then we're gonna leave it up to the fucking fireman over here to put it all out.
Yeah.
It's not untrue.
Like, I'm just like, God, guys, just fucking
And I feel
chill
so-
out.
and
Smoke some
Jake is-
fucking weed. Take a drink.
Honestly, you've said that to us so many times. You're just like, you know what? Do that. So anyhow, I'm freaking out. I get that.
Freaking out.
Yeah, I'm freaking off.
I'm freaking out.
Oh, God, we're freaking
out.
out.
I got the deep cough. I call Jake. I call Lala Kiki. I head straight towards Dallas because I know where the free place is to
Testing
get
center
tested.
is.
Plus, you get to do it yourself. You get to put it up your nose, and they don't bug you about that.
Like Marilyn Manson.
Wait, what? What happened?
Oh, no, it's
Oh,
not.
cocaine?
No, man. I learned how to fucking stick a cotton swab in the back of my fucking cranium after watching Marilyn Manson do it on an MTV interview.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you take like Q-tip and you can just...
Why do you do that?
It's the same way that fucking Jim Rose and the circus are the people that would hammer nails into your
Yeah.
fucking face. It's the same thing. You have an open nasal cavity back here that goes into your cranium. You can't really feel anything. So it was just because it's Marilyn Manson. What do you mean? Why would he do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was one of those shock value things, but not that a lot of people knew that.
I didn't know you could go back further because when I pushed it up, it hit my sinuses and I was done. I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
can get a jab in there.
Damn.
Like,
Ugh.
yeah.
The fucking nail.
Well,
But I'm
here's the
saying, like, yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I'm there. The guy from the news shows up. They start filming. I'm like, fuck, I know they're coming up to me. I know they're going to talk to me. So the news guys...
God, ego much?
I'm glad I'm wearing my good mask
Yeah.
today.
God. Actually, I
left my quack attack.
I was embarrassed because I didn't tuck in my shirt. Because earlier in the day, I'm like, I'm not going to be on the news or anything. I was literally like so sloppy. I was like, fuck it, I don't care.
Wait, so you're upset that you didn't tuck your shirt into your jeans?
I could be fucking dying.
You don't tuck into jeans,
No,
bro.
no,
you
no,
fucking nerd.
I'm talking about the fucking beater, dude. You tuck in the beater, and then you wear the t-shirt and top, right? So if you watch that newscast, my fucking beater's hanging out, and I'm slobby as fuck. And so the guy walks up, and he starts talking to me.
Things that you would only notice about yourself.
Yeah.
If you, like,
Go watch it again.
nobody,
You're gonna
none
be like,
of us would notice
But
it,
now
but he
everyone-
notices it, yeah.
So I want to
do that.
rewatch it tonight, and I want to probably go, a sloppy piece of
Yeah.
fucking
Like, it's,
shit.
it's the same
What's
thing.
wrong,
like
Javi?
me
Look at
looking
this
into
fucking
the-
asshole's
guarantee
beater
it.
hanging out.
I
Dress
guarantee
nicely when you get tested, damn it.
There were so many people who watched that, and they went like, he's probably being tested because he's dirty as fuck. He's nasty. Look at that beater hanging out.
3 times? 3 fucking times? What has this guy been doing?
Not washing his clothes. Look at that, you son of a bitch. So I'm up there, and the guy walks up to me, and he starts, and I knew he was looking for his like person he was going to talk to. Second, he talked to me because I'm comfortable on a microphone or I'm talking to people. He's like, got my guy. Plus, he has an interesting story.
Yeah.
He goes, he goes, well, what's your name? And I said, Duck. He goes, just Duck. I was like, yep. Because I knew where this is going.
Perfect.
And so he's like, do you mind if we interview you for my piece tonight? I was like, fucking A, let's do this.
Do it.
So they walk up, and I gave him a good minute and a half. And this is what everyone kept saying. They kept saying, like, feels like that was cut down. I was like, of course it was.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But I was like, it was just as depressing no matter how. I wasn't like, hey, here to get tested. No, I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, I don't know, man.
Just doing my daily duty, getting tested.
But did you hand him a We Are
I wanted to,
sticker
bro.
afterwards?
You should
Bro,
have.
I so badly wanted to say.
please check
Yeah.
out my podcast.
I so bad-
You should have asked him, like, hey, can I plug my podcast while I'm doing your stupid little fucking faggy interview?
Dude, he would have walked away so fast.
Dude,
Would have
I
been
so
like,
badly.
I'm not interviewing this duck kid anymore. I'm done.
Here's the one thing I did do at the end. I went, I hope everything's okay. Thumbs up. And they cut it. I was like, damn it. So anyhow,
That was the money shot!
it was so fucking good. But like, I was excited though, because that's the one good thing is like, because I called Jake first and I was like, man, this sucks. Jake's like, have a drink, smoke some weed. Like, and then I
That's
called.
one of my advice for everybody whenever they have a problem with anything. It's like, oh, my fucking cat just got ran over today. Well, you know, just maybe smoke some weed.
Jake is
about
like
it.
that old timey doc that's like, oh, I broke my leg. Better do cocaine about it.
Better do cocaine's for the ghosts in your blood.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, why not?
Not cocaine.
I found out the surefire way for me not to worry about it is just not to fucking care about it.
To weed about it.
And then I called Javi, and I told Jake, I said, please don't tell Javi. Actually, I called you afterwards. I
Well,
called
yeah,
Ethan.
you called
Yeah.
me because you were sold that you had it. And
I
you were
was.
Like, he
it's-
came and hung out after we moved into
How nice
our
of him.
apartment.
He's convinced
so-
he has it and he comes over and hangs out with
He
you.
told us the next day after we saw him. And
Yeah, so he came over.
I talked to
kinda-
Jake first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came over to Ethan's to see his new place.
Yeah, you came over, hung out, and then the next day I get a text from Duck. Just, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I've got it. You need to, let it. I'm like, fuck.
Whoa,
Now I gotta tell Ian.
harder on. Oh my! I'm glad you didn't come at me.
So yeah, so that's what he told me also. Don't say anything to Javi. I don't want him to freak out. And he's like, so what are you going to do? You're going to go test it? I'm like, fuck no. He's like, I don't fucking have that shit. I already know I don't. You're freaking out.
Ethan was the same way. He's like,
I was like, okay, I don't think I have any of the symptoms.
Even if I do, I smoke so many cigarettes, so much fucking, whatever. It doesn't matter. I have a smoker's cough. This is the worst time to have one at this time
Oh, no
also.
kidding, dude.
The Uber drivers look at you like they're fucking, oh shit, I got to burn my car after they drop me out. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Well, that's the thing is I called you, and then I called Ethan, and then I built up to it, and I called Javi. And Javi was like, what'd you say to me?
I was like, I want to let you know right now, if you actually do have it and I get it, I'm gonna be so fucking mad at you.
He's like, I'm gonna be madder than I've ever been at you.
That's really irrational to be mad at him.
I said the same thing.
He did. And
Like
I
he
apologize
did it, like it's not
immediately
malicious
after.
or like I'm gonna go infect all my friends.
I'm gonna come and fuck you
Come
up,
on, guys,
dog.
we're buddies. We should all suffer
But
through this
to-
together. Make a cast about it. This will be
to-
the true COVID cast.
to
We
be
all have it.
We could get Ethan's friends on too. Let's go.
Let's get them all.
Group cast.
Just give it to everybody.
I mean, yeah, that's.
I was so fucking mad.
You son of a bitch! You gave this to me.
Son of a bitch, bastard!
It took me a half hour to talk Javi off the fucking ledge of being mad at me, and then I was like,
I apologize.
it's all good, dude, and I apologize again for freaking everyone out.
COVID.
I'm just glad you didn't have it,
But
dude.
but you're right. That plays in what Jake was saying about like when you cough and then the person freaks out next to you. Like we've all had that experience with somebody coughs. You're like, you got it.
Yep, Rona.
You fucked. You
This
fucked.
motherfucker got the
Right
Rona.
here.
Throw him out the fucking Aldi.
We throw people under the bus so quick. We're like, get it.
I don't think that's the worst part, though. I think what the worst part is for me is the people that they know they're exposed to it and they don't give a fuck. Because
Because they already got it. They're good.
when I was working at UBIF, there was this lady that came in and she was talking to me, no mask, no nothing, just like, oh yeah, I need to get my phone fixed because it's really important. I have this, blah blah blah. And it's bullshit because our HR person said I was exposed to someone in COVID the other day, and I'm like, I don't have any of the symptoms, so I don't really feel like I need to be worried about it. It's like, no,
Yeah.
no, that's the point. You don't have symptoms. You dumb bitch! You're not going to feel it!
It makes you mad, doesn't it?
It does.
Like,
Whatever. Fuck
god
these
damn
bitches.
it, just wear the fucking face tampon! Like,
Yeah.
fuck off!
Okay, let's talk about that. Okay, there's a whole sect of people out there who refuse to wear the
Idiots.
face
Idiots.
tampon. I don't know. I don't know how much the mask actually makes a difference.
I'm not going to refuse to.
I'm with Jake on this.
I'm not going to refuse to.
I wear it.
I
I
do
do.
wear it because it's the social standard and the norm right now.
It's a show of respect.
Exactly.
Wait, you care about
That's
your fellow man.
the only reason why I'm doing it. If it were me, like talking about Ubers also, I'll have Uber drivers pick me up. Even though their whole campaign right now, they're showing ads on fucking YouTube like, wear the mask or don't get a ride and all this shit. They don't fucking know that shit. It's up to the discretion of the driver. So if you hop in with a driver who's like, man, I don't like wearing these things. You want to wear yours? I was like, no, I don't fucking want to wear mine either.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's fucking talk like normal fucking people. Like,
Instead of brain all the
yeah.
time. Yeah.
So I'm really not that worried about it. I have a high immune system, and even if I get it, I know I'm probably not going to die from it. And I can say that, I'll knock on wood, but even if I do,
and take a shot.
I've already made a peace with my mortality. And I
Right.
told y'all this shit
Yeah.
also. This is why I don't get anxiety pretty much anymore. We're all just mortal beings. We have a very limited time on this plane of existence that we're in right now. And you never know when your last moment could be. You can
Right.
step outside. I could get done with this podcast and fucking step out and get in a wreck and fucking die.
So,
But if I have COVID, they're going to fucking mark it down as the death is COVID.
Yeah.
That's another fucking...
well, that is a conspiracy. Do they inflate the numbers or do they not?
No, the doctors get incentivized for writing down COVID as the cause of death, even though it's not, if they test positive for it. Even though if they fall down an elevator shaft and they do an autopsy and they see that you had COVID in your system, they're not going to call the cause of death falling down an elevator shaft. They're going to say you died of COVID because
Right.
the doctors are getting money for doing this.
That's very true. There's a money incentive right now to say that. Like, that's fucking crazy.
For real?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's no conspiracy. That's fucking...
Well, they're not going to say it outright, but I've watched...
There's been a lot of doctors that came out and said
Yeah,
that.
there have. Yeah, a lot of doctors saying that. I'm not gonna fucking write that shit. That's not the truth. That's not what it is. I took an oath, a Hippocratic oath, to fucking uphold.
Right. They kept saying, like,
Yeah,
why
any
are we...
doctor could be bought.
Yeah, but
Which
you
is
gotta
why
remember,
vaccines
healthcare is...
cause autism.
Our healthcare
Not
system
any
is
doctor can be
fucked up.
bought, and our healthcare
Hospitals.
system is kind of skewed. But I think it's a good thing that people are allowed to have private practices, like a family doctor and shit like that, or a fucking your own private dentistry practice.
Yeah.
You know, and everything else. Like that's a good thing.
Well, let's talk about the big conspiracies, and then we'll talk about some facts.
Hey everyone, it's just Doc jumping in here real quick to say thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you're enjoying it, please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, iTunes, and give We Are Podcast a like. And if you get a chance, head over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And if you're enjoying the podcast today, please share with your friends. It's the only way we can grow this network. With that said, back to the podcast.
We're about to break down this motherfucker.
Break down.
Conspiracy.
My favorite
theory
breakdown, Britney Spears, 2005.
Britney Spearsy.
Yeah, she was taken over by a reptilian.
Yeah, it was pretty
I
good.
love that Jay Sherman laugh you just said again. You ever throw your head back and like,
Yeah.
It stinks.
All right. Blaming 5G. Okay, so basically,
do that.
Yeah, this is a NASCAR.
I don't know, dude.
conspiracy theory.
Because is that what you guys think? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Because
This is totally like Appalachian American. I'm sorry. I don't even
what are Yins talking about?
like,
Wait, what?
I don't even know what the. I bet the Appalachians probably have like the least amount of COVID cases. Also,
Yes, you're right. Because
yeah.
I have to talk to family members every day who go, we just don't believe it.
Yeah.
But they don't say it like that. They go, we just don't believe what you're talking about over there.
No, it's fine. I mean,
Yins are out of control over there. You guys are talking about them fucking COVIDs, and I don't think that's true. But that's the problem is I tell them every time I was like, all right, the population of your county is 40,000. The population of DFW is 8 fucking million. In a 10-mile radius, I have 40,000 other people who might have this.
Yeah.
In your situation, you have 2.
Yeah, I was going to say fucking North Dakota has like maybe 4% of the state. Maybe has.
First of all, everybody knows that Patrick Swayze killed all the COVIDs in Red Dawn.
No. Next of kin.
But that's the thing is, like, everyone shouldn't be living by the same standard right now. In the cities, yeah, we should quarantine. But in the country, they should be quarantining. They're fine.
Yeah.
And there are businesses that are dying. There are businesses going out of business right now. And that was going to happen anyhow. You're in a small fucking town. I talked to my friend Big Nick, and he brought this up. He goes, there are businesses dying in small town America. Like, no one's got this disease. Why do we have to stay inside? Why do we have to wear masks? Why are everyone acting like dicks about this? I'm like, because people are dicks in general. The masses are asses. We've said it a million times. But at the same time, in the city, we should be quarantining. In the country, they don't need to. I just
Great.
fucking energy keep
I get exactly what you're saying, though. I mean, where there's higher concentrated cases.
Right.
Obviously.
We should be respectful and
Yeah.
at least wear the mask. And going back to that, like,
But even in the country, like a small town, a virus like that could like easily run rampant.
could, but it hasn't. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's why you get the fucking Trump country people going like, there ain't no fucking COVID. We ain't wearing these goddamn masks.
So risk it, and if whenever you get you transfer over to somebody older in your family, you deserve to bury that person.
They are
Simple as
risking
that.
it.
They are
but you're
risking
not
it.
hearing about cases in rural fucking areas
They're not
that
happening.
are fucking dying out or fucking having spiked cases show up every fucking week. Whereas the places that are having peaceful protests right now, they're fucking
Through the roof. It's a weird time. Why did the protest happen at the same time? It makes sense, but at the same time, like, it's so fucking confusing.
Fury
Dude,
is what
this is
it
the worst year.
I mean,
It's so bad.
well, let's talk about the conspiracies. 5G. The documentary I watched was in fucking England. I don't buy the 5G. Now, I won't deny the fact that if somebody texted me right now and this phone is next to this microphone, you're going to hear, right? You're going to hear all kinds of noise. I do think that these affect us, and I do think they're causing cancer. I do believe that.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
threw it.
Definitely.
But do I think this caused COVID? I don't think it did, but it...
The fact that
But
there's a
sell
little
me
bit
on
of
it.
doubt in your head is scary.
Dude, it's a respiratory deal, though. Like,
Exactly.
they're sending out 5G waves that should affect, like, maybe your central nervous system.
It's
or...
the same thing as if you were standing out in the sun
Yeah.
and the sun radiating
Yeah,
on you, dude.
UV. Yeah, that's
It's
Right.
just another kind of wave.
Right.
You
You're
stand
fine.
in front of your fucking microwave when you're waiting for your goddamn pizza rolls and everything else.
That's
like,
a Faraday
And that's
cage, though.
and that's irradiated too.
That's
You're
a
eating
fa-
a radiated food technically.
That's a Faraday cage, though. That
The
is
hell does that
protected.
even mean? With
It's a
those
motherfucker.
words?
Yes,
Yes,
it's a
it is.
Faraday
It
cage,
is.
dude. It
Yep.
protects you by the way it's built.
Yes.
I'll give
But
the
even
5G
still-
people this, though. I'll give them this. I don't think it causes COVID because, like you said, it's respiratory versus mental. But I do think things like that affect us mentally because if the electricity went out right now in here, we would feel calm. We would feel a silence. Do you ever go camping, Javi? I know
No,
you
I'm
haven't.
never
That's why I'm
gonna.
looking at you.
I'm never gonna.
All right, you should.
Do I look white? Do I look like I would do well in wilderness?
Oh, that's fucking
No.
racist.
Tell me why people are not more outdoorsy than my kind of people.
Why are
Tell
you
me.
getting snippy
Tell me
with
this.
your fingers right now? What are your people?
Javi, are you mad that you didn't get taken camping?
I don't ever want to go camping.
Dude.
Yes, he does want to go
I'm
camping because
severely
he
out of
did.
shape, so if
He
there's a
fucking-
Jason situation,
he said
unless that
this not
motherfucker
too
walks
long
slower
ago.
than me,
Boom.
I'm done.
You know what?
He said this not too long ago.
There
He
it
wanted to
is.
go camping.
Fit that into the movie.
Yeah, we should fit that into the movie.
Bro,
A
I'm
camping
never going
episode.
camping.
Dude, this
Like, we
isn't
can make
gonna
like a
work
fake
because
wilderness in a hotel.
every fucking horror movie starts off this way for him. So he's not gonna fucking nope.
But that's the thing. It's like if the electricity goes out, there's a calm that comes over you because all this electricity, all these waves do affect you,
No.
but they do not affect your respiratory.
What?
You don't think so?
I disagree with that, dude.
Really? Go ahead.
When the power goes out, oh, dude, I get on edge.
Do you want to go camping? Evidently, it freaks you
No,
out too.
I like camping,
Doesn't
but it's
freak me out.
it's the unexpected just
It's the
change.
silence. I don't do well with silence.
That's
Okay.
what I'm talking about. The silence. That's living in the country. That's country living. You know this from living in
yeah.
the country. There is silence, and then you hear bugs, and you hear
Whatever.
whatever. Yeah, you hear it all.
Silence.
And
at all.
nature is a
So,
scary
but-
motherfucker.
Wonderful.
Here's the deal: we're not going to hear that if the power goes out here in the city, though.
Unless
What we're going to hear is
What the
people
fuck?
fucking screaming like,
Where the fucking power
"Yeah, I can't watch my PewDiePie videos."
5G. Is there any way that shit is real? Have you guys watched the videos where people are talking about it? They're fucking insane.
The video of
No.
that British chick talking about, oh,
She's
you're
like,
you're all gonna
5G.
bloody die when they turn on the 5G tower. So kiss your ass goodbye.
she goes,
Didn't we work with
say
5G
bye to
phones?
mama.
That's why I still
Yeah.
use an iPhone 1.
Fucking bitch got a flip phone over here.
That's why I
Trusty
stick
old
to my
Nokia.
bloody jitterbug.
I've run this over with every car I've ever owned, and this Nokia won't ever
It
break.
will. It's the 5810 series.
Javi, what do you think?
Me and Ethan actually worked with 5G devices.
What do you think?
It's fucking stupid.
You got COVID?
Dude,
No.
there was at least...
I mean, I got COVID.
There was
while
at
I
least
no.
once a week for a good 4 months you thought that you had the COVID.
I still think I got the COVID.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
I'm sure
though.
there's going to be
You
some point in
thought
time
every
this week.
fucking day that anybody came in there like, fuck!
Oh, when I was working? Yeah,
You did, you
that was
was,
bad. It was a bad
dude.
time, man. I was,
Every
I
fucking
was,
day.
I was mentally fucking over myself every day at work.
But that's the thing. This is mentally exhausting.
Dude,
People don't
it's-
talk about that.
it's
It is.
painful.
All right, next one. Bill Gates is a scapegoat. Bill Gates.
Can you explain
This is
this,
a
one a little bit?
conspiracy?
Okay.
I thought the conspiracy was Bill Gates is actually fucking helping.
The
Fund
COVID.
all this.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what I thought.
So evidently, Bill Gates is putting billions of dollars into creating vaccines that will inoculate the populations to kill them quicker because he's a power-grabbing motherfucker who wants to murder everyone.
Hey,
You know-
when did Bill Gates get his PhD?
When did he get his PhD?
He doesn't. He's a high school dropout.
Wait, he didn't. He didn't.
He's a high school
He
dropout.
didn't. He stole software from people, created a billion-dollar company,
Like Jobs.
and now he believes he can, solve world hunger.
Besides, I believe Jeff Bezos would do that before Bill Gates. I mean,
Then
come
who would
on.
buy from Amazon?
I bought from Amazon today.
Me too, unfortunately.
Well, that's what I'm
Amazon
saying. But if he
is
killed everybody,
goddamn easy.
It's so
do you think
convenient.
he made so much money? He's like, you know what? I feel like killing all of them. Mhm, yes.
I mean,
No.
if you think
Maybe
about,
it's a form of control,
No,
because
if
if he takes out the masses
Exactly.
and he takes out most of his competition who's not buying from Amazon, then I guess
Well,
you'll
it'd be
just have to buy
it's
from
it's
Amazon.
the fucking Legion of Doom. You take the
Right.
fucking superpowers. You got the fucking head of Walmart. You
Bill
got Jeff
Gates.
Bezos. You got Bill Gates.
Yeah.
All the
Mark
fucking major
Zuckerberg,
power
dude.
companies. Exactly.
Yeah.
Elon
And they
Musk.
fucking.
Musk is definitely
So
a
what they do is they
shady motherfucker in the
They
last
kill
Joe
off
Rogan.
what they can. Obviously, starting with Chicago with everything that's fucking going on there. Illinois is fucking done.
Right.
But they
Outta
fucking they separate the country into fucking divisions. Like fucking Old Man Logan, and this side over here is Bill Gates territory up in Washington.
And Musk gets
Portland
like the middle of the
area.
country.
Exactly.
Right,
And they
and
just
the-
fucking separate it off
Right.
into that.
you know what you guys just
You
described?
guys have actually
sectors.
sold me on
You
this
know what
now.
you guys just described? Like, you ever seen the movie with Thomas Jane called The Mutant Chronicles?
No.
Alright, it's this movie where, like, I thought it was really fucking interesting. Because the beginning, it starts out with, like, people fighting, like, World War I type war. Like, there's fucking foxholes and trenches and shit.
Yeah.
And it turns out the United States has actually been, like, territory, and it's just, like, corporations going to war with each other. Like, actual war within
Yeah.
the United States. You got, like, one corporation owning, like, the Northeast and shit, and they're going to war with, like, the South. And it's, like, corporation after corporation with their own fucking armies going after each other.
You're just selling me on this.
Damn,
you're
dude.
You're not telling me Bill Gates isn't responsible. You're telling me Windows 95 gets
and
a
the Mutant
territory.
Chronicles, like this
Here's
one
your
gentleman
Windows
discovers
9.
that everything's
Yeah.
all interconnected and it's leading up to one major corporation that's over them all.
Yeah.
And like they have their own race
Everything but
Fucking
shoes.
McDonald's.
and it's like
Look.
they have their own race of people, like
Yeah,
the
that
super
is
soldiers.
the EES Corporation.
EES. Everything except shoes. freaked. That's what it is.
It is.
Everything except shoes, man.
And then it discovers like once that major once they go into like where the headquarters, and they discover like this corporation is making their own type of people, like their own type of super soldiers, like
Surrogates.
I guess they're like
He's just
surrogates or like
describing
zombie
freaked.
type shit, and it's fucking crazy. Like you guys just describe mutant chronicles like corporations going to war with each other.
What I think happened is the superpowers all got together and watched Idiocracy, this crazy documentary. If you haven't seen it yet,
It's nuts, dude. How
so they're saying
how
this
relevant
like
it is.
we're not going to let this happen in our times. Damned if I'm going to let Costco be the superpower from here on out. And then they make their plan to kill off the rest of the population so we don't get swallowed in a trash.
I just gotta know. I really gotta know. To this conspiracy about like corporations and shit, though.
You just made it up, and it's real.
I'm based off the Mutant Chronicles. Well, I'm just saying, if you think about it, if
No, you don't.
who fucking wins in that fight, though? If you're gonna decimate the population to where it's almost fucking nil, who wins?
We're gonna find out. That's why we're doing it.
The
That's
people
why we're
at the
doing
top
it.
of the corporation
Yeah,
who
there
now
won't
owns
be-
that whole section of
Pick your
America.
team.
All right, they have the whole section of America. Who are they gonna fucking rule over? How are they gonna be making the money with no fucking masses, no population?
That's
They're
why
gonna
it's up
pour
to us
money
to
into
stop
it.
this evil plan.
They didn't think that far ahead.
This is like Dr. Evil.
You know what?
Right here, okay.
I say
He wants $1 million and he's going to destroy the fucking earth. And then it's up to somebody to fucking say, no, you can't do that, Dr. Evil. And then they foil his plan.
Then you know what? Someone's just gonna be. You know what? Fuck you guys. You want to eliminate the population? Go for it.
You know,
To be honest,
Fucking
I'm kind
reduce
of
this
with
shit
it.
down to rubble. Let's see you make your fucking utopia then with just two people, a bunch of cousins.
Arlington is far too overpopulated.
I'm just saying the only person who can defeat them is you, Super Mario.
Mario, me and Mario, we're just gonna be like, no, fucking do what you want. Let's see what happens. I guarantee it's gonna blow up in your face, you bunch of wily fucking coyotes.
What if we petitioned to get John Leguizamo to help you?
Yeah,
Maybe.
you're the Bob. You're the Bob Hoskins. John Leguizamo comes in, taking down the Koopas. I do want to talk about the virus escaped from a Chinese lab.
Yes, that happened.
Now,
That happened. That ain't no conspiracy.
you know what? I thought the same thing, but evidently it didn't. And evidently it could have came from Europe,
Why
or it
did you
could have
say
came
that
to
all in
South
quotes?
America. Because I kind of believe it came from it, but the problem is I've been hearing.
I think you don't know how to properly use quotes.
I just keep doing this because it's fun. Here's the bottom line.
I don't know if he was quoting somebody else while saying that.
Apparently, I'm not using my quotes either.
It
Maybe
might-
I'm not the most felt.
Maybe it
I
didn't
never
come-
used deodorant, or maybe I popped all my zits with an old compass that I used in high school.
Maybe it didn't come from Wuhan. Maybe we didn't get it from China. Maybe it came from Europe. We don't know where it came from, but they
It came
think
from
it.
the Wuhan lab.
All right, it came from Wuhan.
Even
I'm
even
just,
the China,
no,
like,
I want to hear. I want to hear the rest of the theory. Honestly.
No. The supposedly the person who thought that was dealing with, because this is SARS. Whenever I got my paperwork saying that I didn't have it, it says SARS
CoV.
something SARS-2
Coronavirus.
/coronavirus. Like they check for both.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with. It's two different diseases they're looking for. So this is a form of SARS. But the person who was actually working with it went through all their stuff. They're like, "Is there any way this got released?" They said it didn't. But now that I'm talking about it and I'm kind of drunk, it sounds like it came from there. So
Well, I mean, where did SARS come from?
China.
Okay. So I think I told you whenever this happened, they shut down the Wuhan lab. And this is like a couple 100,000 square feet perimeter that this area is. Like it's a giant fucking warehouse facility center. And whenever all this started going down, they checked for cell phone pings. Okay? You know, they can fucking tell where anybody is at any time with
5G.
these right here.
Not Chinaman
Yeah.
pings.
Back to the
Yeah.
5G.
I knew
But-
it.
But what
Major
happened
racism.
was, after all this, they evacuated the entire Wuhan lab facility.
Get all these pings out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's freaky.
So anyhow, they checked it, and it
No pings in
No
this
pings.
entire fucking area.
no wangs.
No pings, no wangs, no chins, no changs, no chings, no chongs. I don't fucking know, man. The song goes on and on. But, I mean, that's very telling whenever China being one of the most technologically advanced places on the earth, obviously, with them in Japan. But
Japan's more kawaii though.
in a 100,000 square feet area, this place, I mean, multiple, probably even bigger than that. Bigger than any Amazon fucking headquarters we can imagine, I'm sure. No pings at all in there. They evacuated as soon as this fucking happened. It's like, get the fuck out of here. This place is it's almost like fucking Chernobyl or something.
Ground zero, man.
Yeah.
That would
Oh,
make
shit.
sense.
I honestly also think it's man-made, this virus.
Oh, we were about to talk about that. COVID was created as a biological weapon. I 100% believe that. I 100% believe it was. What do you guys think?
I honestly believe it is, because you gotta think about it. I'm gonna alleviate it. I want to say that, which I'm gonna like stern a little bit.
All right.
Alright. I honestly believe it is man-made, because it doesn't act like anything in the coronavirus family whatsoever. And it's fucking interesting that, like,
So you're saying it's adopted?
I don't know what the fuck. It's adopted. It's a Margot
redheaded
Tenenbaum of
stepchild.
viruses.
So why do you not
Literally.
believe it was?
What do I believe it is man-made?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. It doesn't act like an actual coronavirus. Like, any other virus, whether it be SARS, swine flu, bird flu, in the SARS family, you always develop antibodies that fucking stay. And with COVID-19, your antibodies disappear after like a few weeks, which means you can actually get infected again. That is not a normal, like, telltale sign of an actual coronavirus.
Why would they release it now?
Maybe to see how well it does. Maybe they need something
Election
stronger.
year.
But it's not making them look good.
Doesn't matter. It
Do you
does,
think
who said it was for Trump?
Oh, do you think the Democrats released it?
Who knows it?
Oh,
Could be the
shit.
libs.
Well, you don't know. It's Javi just pointed like, motherfucker.
I'm just saying, though. But that makes a lot of sense. If
I've
they
said
want
this
somebody
since, like-
out, they've been trying to get him out since it fucking started,
He's
since
not
he
wrong.
first got in. They've been trying to fucking impeach his ass.
They've
been
tried
throwing
everything.
fucking thing that they could.
To the
And
point,
really,
even me as a leftist is
So
going like,
why-
we just tried a lot of shit.
Why would this be so far-fetched that they're like that hell-bent?
There's
Oh,
no way
shit.
that they'd be able to keep that quiet, though, because you got to think how many people
Oh,
would it
they would.
take.
Well, you gotta think about it.
To keep it secret.
The left is
Exactly.
so much more ruthless
So
than the right.
listen to Ethan here. Listen to this.
I forget.
I know.
Was it the?
read this also. I heard this also.
Yeah, if
There's a guy who does a study on the theory of keeping a conspiracy quiet, hush hush, such as the moon landing. It would take like 240,000 people to make that secret work, and everybody would have to be fucking quiet. If that were the truth, if that really happened, it would be exposed within a week easily. Somebody would slip up.
and you're saying something that this big, this huge would not be leaked by X hundreds of thousands of people.
Right.
I mean, sure, it's possible, but it's also possible that monkeys will fly out of my ass.
Right.
It's not going to happen, though.
It's a plot to a fucking Kingsman movie.
Yeah.
You can look at it that way.
So then this leads into the secret society stuff, the Illuminati, all
You
that.
don't believe that?
World order.
That's
I believe
where
all that.
that's where I'm fucking torn though.
Yeah, I believe all
Because
that.
I want to
Yeah.
fucking believe this
Yeah.
shit, and I have a good inkling that president is just a fucking face. I've said this a million times.
What
It's
are you
just a
talking
fucking
about? Okay.
patsy.
What if there's two?
Two
There-
presidents?
No. There's
Two,
there's
like
a,
warring
a
secret
true
societies.
supreme leader, and his name is Kim Jong Un.
Oh.
He who does not have butthole, he who does not shit, he who does not die nor get sick.
Yes, you know, a true leader.
Leader supreme.
Have you guys heard about the inverse? Whereas we believe it came from China, they believe it came from Georgia, where they believe that it was created in a Georgia lab. It was transported
They
to
must
Wuhan.
be talking about Russia, Georgia, then.
No,
The
they.
one on the border of Syria?
As strong as our fucking propaganda is to make people believe that it came from China, their propaganda is just as strong to make it sound like it came from America. And you know what? I believe it did.
America, asshole!
100%.
America!
Don't trust them.
you!
But that's what I'm saying. Who's to say that all these conspiracies aren't true? I want all of them to be true.
Why?
I want to believe every single one.
Because it's all fucking fake anyways.
Yeah.
This is the end game. This is the fucking...
Exactly.
This is a
Alright,
goddamn
but-
simulation that we're living
okay,
in.
alright.
God, we need the
Okay.
reality
Yeah,
stone
that's
bad.
exactly it. It's gotten too far out of hand, so they're just throwing in everything they can. Think about whenever you get fed up playing a fucking video game. Like the Sims.
SimCity.
Exactly.
SimCity.
You fucking you just create mass chaos with everything. Just say like you beat fucking GTA 5. What do you do after you finish the story mode? You go on a fucking rampage. And you fucking just blow up everything. You get the cheat codes. You fucking just create...
Man,
chaos
whichever one
and
of you
havoc.
son of bitches is playing this game, you need to reload the save right fucking now.
I gotta know.
We need a
This-
fresh start.
This is my question with every conspiracy
Fucking-
theorist.
Wait for the
Like-
upgrade.
Like when people talk about like who really killed like JFK.
The government.
But I'm just gonna say, what good is that gonna do? Like, what good is that gonna do once you figure it out?
Nothing.
He's still gonna be fucking dead.
Not a goddamn thing. It's fun.
Yeah, but you're kind of making our point while finding a different point. Because you're exactly right. What good is it going to do if we do find that out? Who's going to be prosecuted at this point? Everybody that was old enough to know this conspiracy and keep that fucking truth, they're already fucking dead or on their way out anyways.
And literally, there would be an aha moment, like, yeah, I believe it. Because no one trusts. All right,
That was fucking 70 years ago.
here's what it comes
That
down
was just an
to.
example.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, what can we do at that point?
Nothing.
Like,
Not a goddamn
What
thing.
can we do at this point with the fucking powers that be?
Nothing. It's just
Exactly.
fine.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we're talking
You
about.
can't
It's
see
fine.
So it all doesn't fucking matter. It's just like all fruitless.
How long have I been
Exactly.
fucking saying this?
Yes.
Reality's an illusion. The world's a
I've been
hologram,
saying,
bro.
dude, go home and watch the fucking Matrix trilogy again.
You know what? It bothers you more what we just said than the fact that it could be real. Why?
What do you mean?
You literally just went like you were defeated.
How fucking
Maybe
crazy
that
would
fucking
that...
killed his hypochondria, though.
It did, but it's like
Like, it doesn't matter. None of this fucking matters,
it's all
bro.
a fucking joke.
Look, love the people around you. Be a good person if you can. That's all that fucking matters. Just take care of what's around you. Don't be a piece of shit. And then everything from there, you can't control. And then whenever it's all done, who knows what happens after this?
So no one's gonna have to answer for this.
We hit
shit.
the reset. Dude, nobody ever answers for anything. Did Hitler answer for his war crimes? No. He moved to Argentina.
And then he killed himself.
No, he lived a long, happy fucking life until
Beautiful
he was like 95
grandkids.
and then died.
He
Yes.
was like, "Come here, my
There's a
grandkids."
whole
Oh.
fucking village in South America that
They
only
only
speaks
speak
German.
Yeah.
Only speaks
Yeah,
German.
that's some
They
weird
all
shit.
look Hispanic and they only speak
German.
German.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen
But
it in
Hitler.
Brazil.
All what we're trying to say is all conspiracy theories are correct.
Did we
They're
see?
all real.
Did we see Bin Laden's body whenever they
No.
ceremoniously buried him at sea or whatever else? No, we didn't. We didn't see the footage of them coming in. He was already fucking dead.
And back to the JFK thing, who was the one person that directly benefited from that?
LBJ.
All conspiracies are real. All of them.
Not all of them are real. Okay, I know Doug's
99
fucking with you right now, but a good. I'm not gonna.
They're fun
I'm not
to
gonna do
fucking
that
explore.
shit, dude. But I will say a good chunk of them.
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe the frogs are gay?
The water's turning the frogs gay. That's not a conspiracy. That's a fucking fact.
The frogs are gay.
I don't know why, but I just feel so fucking defeated right now. Like,
Why?
Why? We're
because
just kidding.
none of it matters.
I'm not kidding.
Javi,
I'm
all
not
of it matters
fucking kidding.
and none of it matters.
Everything's
The
just
frogs
big.
are gay.
No, yeah. Everybody knows that.
We're just fucking pawns in the elite
Time
fucking
out.
game.
Why wouldn't you think that anyway?
Yeah.
First of all, I guess I was kind of new. I just am like having it voiced out so fucking blatant.
So collect your unemployment.
Javier,
Exactly.
you're only a pawn if you let them if you let them make you a pawn.
That's easy for you to say.
He didn't even drink and he said that.
That's just fucked up, man. I was like, oh.
Javi,
Yo.
accept conspiracies, accept paranormal,
No, I'm not going to say prepare.
accept all of it, and have fun.
Well, if you do that,
It's fun.
you won't be afraid anymore, though.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid. I'm just like... it's like-
You get anxiety. You tense up. And you fucking worry.
I like how
You
this
fucking
became
think
an-
like this is okay.
This
so
became an
this
intervention.
means,
Did you see?
like,
I don't want to make this an intervention. Come on.
Horrocast / Javivention.
yeah.
Jake said it best. Love everyone. Love your friends.
Don't be a bitch.
Take care of them.
Just fucking
Have
do what you
fun.
can. Just
Don't
fucking
be a
be the
dick.
best person that you can.
And watch ghost videos on YouTube with us.
Or
you bitch.
watch anime. You know, you can watch some of that too.
Yeah, fuck
Okay,
it.
look, I just got done saying be a good person, and you're trying to force this fucking shit on me right now. Like, that is the worst. You just came to a stark realization about none of this is real, and that's your first thought? Watch some anime! Fuck you, dude.
Okay.
Did any of this even get through to you?
They got so through.
All right, this winded down. This is a good cast. Do we want to add anything, any conspiracies you guys want to talk about?
I got one more.
Okay,
so and shout out to my buddy Edgar, who he
Edgar.
has been constantly
Edgar.
feeding me all these conspiracies.
Fucking
and
Edgar.
you know-
Fucking take a shot, wait.
cool as shit, man. Love you, dude. But the latest one was, dude, I think the virus has mutated again, and none of the tests can detect it anymore.
Oh, shit. Edgar, you bring in the fucking pain, good
Because
sir. Shit.
the reason he told me that is
Edgar-tality.
there's a guy that's been repeatedly leaving his fucking work and going and getting tested over and over and over.
Was his name Duck?
Yeah, I was like, he's right
Well, I
fucking
mean,
here.
Same thing. It's the same thing. You keep feeling like you have the symptoms. You go and get tested over and over and over, and continually it's just negative, negative, negative.
I don't know that reverse placebos are a thing, but I think it really is.
Kind of
Like
makes
that.
Stellar
Like,
Wonder.
that's exactly what it sounds like.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Viruses do evolve though.
Yeah, but they're not
They
Pokemon.
also stabilize.
This isn't Pokemon.
Like,
it's
were you around, like,
psychosystematic,
Were you
man.
around like
Like,
2
it's in
years
our
ago when
head.
there was like a super measles virus outbreak in Alabama?
Did you hear about 3 years ago when there was the Super AIDS breakout?
There was a super AIDS?
Yeah. I
Super
do remember that.
Coming to get you!
That's right.
Super AIDS! Gonna fuck you up!
Monkeys with the vengeance.
you get the AIDS? It was Super AIDS.
God, what you couldn't see was just that pure look of concern on Javi's face.
Wait,
Super AIDS?
Super AIDS?
It's real?
Javi,
There's one more than regular AIDS?
did you catch the AIDS or did you get the Super AIDS? Wait, Super AIDS.
Super AIDS! Super AIDS!
I got the Super 8.
Dude. All right. You know what? Be safe out there. Have fun.
Love your fucking fellow humans,
Exactly.
man. Be
Hang out,
cool.
be
Everybody
cool.
just fucking love everybody.
Treat everyone cool. Enjoy.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, D-bad, for real.
And don't set shit on fire like Javi.
I'm not setting anything on fire.
Here's the other thing. Enjoy. I was doing the same thing. Enjoy conspiracies.
Oh, this
have
feels
fun.
nice.
Yeah, it did actually.
My bad, I didn't mean to go.
No, I felt super professional. I was like, yeah, Super 8. but be cool to everybody. Stay safe. Wear the mask. It is polite. It's the new fucking normal. And just in case it's real, Bill Gates, you son of a bitch.
And We Are Error called it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if it's true, fucking got
I
it.
just want to say, if all of us died by suicide, Hillary Clinton did it.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot myself 3 times in the back of the head, guys. Okay? That's how I plan on going out.
Yeah.
So if there's anything more or less, just know it wasn't a suicide.
That's
Just
completely
know,
different.
when I have suicide thoughts, I always think of having myself in the back 38 times and throwing myself off a bridge.
Exactly. Guys, you'll be certain that it was my suicide. and that's the
Completely,
way it happened.
completely different conspiracy, but like all the people who
Okay,
let
let me
Who
ask you
was it that
this. Let
shared
me
that
ask you
meme about
this.
Chris Cornell and the guy from Linkin Park?
I was
Was
talking
it you?
about that. Yeah,
Ooh.
because they exposed that they...
A pedophile
the
ring
pedophile
shit.
ring shit.
Right.
Exactly.
It all goes back to Epstein in that black book, man.
Exactly.
All of
That's
this
what I'm
does.
talking about. Like,
All
that's
this
a,
does.
That's a good fucking portion of it because all the powers that be in America
We're raping kids.
have all been in that fucking circle. That's the
And you
elitist
know what?
circle. It's like
The
fucking.
left
It's like
have
fucking.
a lot of members in that circle,
No.
more so than the right.
It's fucking. It's the new wave Bohemian Grove, though.
God,
That's
this is
fucking
some-
what it is.
And back to the frogs are gay.
Goddamn
I'm
frog.
also behind the people in Missouri who pulled out their guns and walked outside.
But this just happened in Weatherford.
I love those guys.
This was okay. Oh yeah, the
Karen and
Yes.
the fucking Steve, dude.
Oh, the ones that are being, like, fucking memed bad right
Yeah.
now?
Dude, he's
I've got
got
a
a
shirt.
T-shirt. Yes. Oh, it's so
it's fucking great.
hilarious.
But I'm 100% behind them also though.
Were they right to do that?
They're protecting their own property.
The only thing they got in trouble for was yelling at people, and they probably shouldn't have done that, but they had every right to protect their property.
If they're getting that close to your fucking land, they're coming up by your window
I mean,
and they're
the
saying,
house
"This
is
is."
right off the sidewalk.
It doesn't matter though. If they're,
They
if they're
walk
walking
through private
up,
property.
they're walking up and they're saying they broke through the fucking gated community.
We're
They
not
broke through the
against-
fence
We're not against the fucking movement. What we're saying is they had every right
to
protect
protect
their
what
property.
was theirs.
Now-
And they're walking up and they're saying that room's gonna be mine. That room's gonna be mine. I'm gonna take a bath in that fucking room over there. They're saying this shit, so they come out with their fucking shit. They're sitting there
Yeah.
at the windows watching them.
And they fucking Karen'd it up
Yeah.
like crazy. It was awesome. That's what I love about it. Is
this-
like the fact that she's like holding it, and he's like, "I'm gonna fuck that pussy tonight."
But I'm just saying, they didn't have to
Looking
like
hard,
point it at the
Karen.
people though. They could just have
Are
the
you
weapons
fucking kidding
out.
me?
That's why they got in trouble. That's why they got in trouble because they antagonized the group of people. That is why they got in trouble. But I think they
That's a
had
cop tactic.
they
though.
had-
They're gonna
they had every
want those
right.
people to react.
They had
No.
every right.
If
No.
you feel like your property
They
is
were
being,
terrified.
Yeah, if you
They
feel
didn't
like
look terrified.
and entitled. They were
really?
terrified.
They
and
look
entitled.
terrified to me.
They look
You can see
terrified.
the look
and
on your face. If
entitled.
you see the, you've seen the fucking picture. You haven't seen the
scared?
fucking video.
I love it. Watch the video.
I'll watch the video, but I'm just saying that picture. Just
They
like,
are terrified in
They
that
are.
video.
Watch
they are
the video.
terrified and
They're
entitled.
saying, "Get the fuck away from my place."
It's like Schadenfreude. You can have two separate emotions at the
Schadenfreude
same
is when you're
time.
enjoying the misery of somebody else.
Exactly.
That's what you're having.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be an emotion for terrified and entitled at the same time. It's called a Karen.
All right. But first of all, they were
No.
just there to protest the fucking mayor. They
Karen
wanted nothing
fight.
to do with that couple. Why were they the only people outside the house?
We'll talk
with
about it
guns?
more in a second. Let's end this podcast real quick. So anyhow,
Jesus Christ.
thank you so much for listening to Drunken COVID Conspiracy Cast. Drunken.
Droven.
We had a great
Hobbies
time.
intervention.
This has been Duck. I've been here with
Jake.
and
Dr. E.
support local comedy.
I got a little bit hard with that.
And listen to
Dr.
We
E.
Are Bagu, please.
Listen to We Are Bagu. If you don't, you're a fucking bitch.
Yeah. And you definitely ain't Billy Mitchell.
Yeah, and you're not cool.
And if you were Billy Mitchell, you would.
Beat that ass.
There you go. I love that.
And there it is. Thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you have enjoyed it, please do not forget, share with your friends. That is how we grow the network. And if this is your first time listening, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, iTunes, and give We Are Podcast a like. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love the other podcasts here on the We Are Podcast Network. We have We Are Bagu, a video game podcast featuring me and Dr. Ethan Eastwood. That's where we talk Atari to Steam and everything in between. Don't forget Heroes Gyros, a Dungeons and Distractions side quest. Me and the boys were sitting down, we're playing some D&D, we're having so much fun. You can go ahead and start that from the beginning of the journey, Season 1, Episode 1. You're going to love it all the way through. And finally, I Hate Being Sober. Personal stories from epic people. I'm going to sit down with some of the most epic people I've ever met in this world, and we're going to talk about their life, we're going to talk about their trials and tribulations, and we're just going to talk about their journey this far. Head on over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /WeArePodcast. Also, head over to the Facebook group, We Are Era. We would love to see you in that group. And don't forget, if you've enjoyed the podcast today, share it with your friends. That's the only way we can grow this network. With that said, do not forget, support local comedy in any way that you can. We really do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.